Are you ready?
The filmer is ready.
Georgia, you've been with us for almost a year now, doing some really valuable work with clients. And so that the audience can get to know you, can you tell us what you're passionate about and what matters to you?
So I've always been really passionate about helping people. I grew up in a family where I was always trying to help people out with different things. I'm really empathetic, and as I grew older I realised that's what I really wanted to do with my life, and I wanted to find a way to do that, which is why I got into psychology and studied that, so I had some tools to be able to do that in a good way. And as I've moved into my practice as a psychologist, I've found it to be such fulfilling work. You know, you want to start again?
Keep going. This is part of it. Roll.
Oh, okay. So being able to find a way to help people really well. And within my practice, I get a sense of purpose and meaning from individualizing treatment and really getting to know people and finding ways, problem-solving ways to help them in a way that they can live a really rich, full, meaningful life in whatever that looks like for them. Not what I think they should be doing, but what they want to do, and how can I help them create that for themselves. And watching that process across time as I'm, seeing them grow and change and find this sort of sense of empowerment in being able to make changes in their lives, that just really fills me with so much joy. And I guess on more of a selfish note, the growth that I have myself through this practice and through working with my clients and being immersed in this work has completely changed my life. I don't know who I would be if I hadn't have gone down this path.
Awesome. That's really cool. And can I ask what drew you to Simon Tananis and Associates?
So before I started at the practice almost a year ago, I was in my own practice and I was working, trying to go at this work alone, and the work's really rewarding but not always easy. And when I found this practice, the way that the practice functions really resonated with me and my values. So on a personal note, the support of this team, it really functions like a family, and we all really care about each other's well-being, and having that kind of environment really allows me to be present and my best self when I step into the room to work with my clients. The other thing that really resonated to me about Simon Tananis and Associates was the approach that they have to working with clients. So there's this real emphasis, and we always keep coming back to comprehensive care. So from the moment a client calls, from the client liaison team downstairs, and through the whole therapeutic process, we're really looking after and caring for clients the whole way, the whole experience, because it's really tough coming in here, walking through that door, and the practice does a really good job in my mind at holding clients through that whole process and making it the best experience that it can be for them to come in and do the tough work. And there's this real emphasis on compassion and empowerment for our clients, where we're not here to do things, to someone. We're here to help people learn how to change their own lives and solve their own problems, and we're working as catalysts to do that, and that really resonated with me and my work. So we're not just focused on symptom reduction, we're really focused in this practice on helping people live a really rich, full, meaningful life in whatever that looks like for them. And that's totally different from one person to the next person, because we're dealing with, people across different ages, different life phases, people that are interested in different things, different personalities. and this practice really works with individuals.
Absolutely, yeah, and all those values that you mentioned, compassion, support, and comprehensive care is, yeah, absolutely vital. So, Georgia, I know you work with clients from age 10 to 70 plus and see presentations ranging from children with behavioural difficulties to adolescents with trauma, anxiety, depression, self-harm, family conflict, right up to adults in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s and beyond. Can you tell us how you help such a broad range of people?
Definitely. I do see a really broad range of clients, and adults, you know, in their 20s up to their 80s make up a really good portion of who I see. Seeing, you know, people with PTSD, anxiety, depression, relationship issues, family conflict, life changes, adjustment, people who are exploring their sexuality and gender as well. And I'm also really interested in helping people within relationships as well, so how to work through intimacy issues, and so much more. I can't even cover the spread of all of the presentations I see. And to be able to do that, because treatment looks so different for each of those individuals, and I draw on a number of different modalities. So I'm trained in a whole different, a range of treatment approaches. And when I work with an individual and I really get to know them, we start to look at, okay, like what bits of this and what bits of that are going to be really effective for them to be able to make the changes that they need. So I really work collaboratively and getting feedback from my clients about what's working for them, and obviously drawing on evidence-based treatment, but what parts of these are working for you and how are we going to address your individual issues in the way that's going to be best for you. And so we're working together in that space to figure out, you know, what's going to work for this particular presentation with that individual, which might be different to what's going to work for someone with the same, you know, presenting issues, but a very different need for working in a different way.
Cool. Sounds good, and I think we're going to be shooting some psycho-educational videos with you soon, so that will be, I think, very interesting in giving everyone a little taste of what it might be like with you in the room. So I really look forward to that. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.